Hello, everybody, again. We'll talk about Philippians, something passage out of Philippians, and then read a couple more old messages. Again, these are very short. This is number 85, in the first year. Emphatically, we protest the processes of life, internal battle and endless strife, building walls to keep them out, unawares of our inability for inner shout. Keep safe the child that dwells inside, behind the barriers built for us to hide. Inner spark put there at the start, before the moment awoke beating heart. Lost we become as time goes by, no longer able to see with naked eye. He who gave us earthly gift, and thus allowed along our paths to drift. Choice of wills laid out before us, which to choose always ours and thus. How our lives play out we own, one of emptiness, fear of unknown, or one of joy and love fulfilled, for that is what our Father willed. Now this ties into what I spoke of on my previous video about using the map. This would have worked better with that one. It talks exactly about that. Emphatically, we protest the process of life. In other ways, we're always complaining and moaning and griping about life, the internal battle and the endless strife. So we're always fighting inside ourselves. Building walls to keep them out, which we do, build those internal walls to keep others out. Unawares of our inability for inner shout. So we're not aware that we're imprisoning ourselves and smothering, silencing our inner self to give shout. Keep safe the child that dwells inside is what we're doing, behind the barriers built for us to hide. Now, darkness will convince us to try to do that a lot too, and we do it ourselves. So we imprison ourselves. We build a fortress to protect ourselves, but really imprisoning ourselves by keeping things inside. Behind the barriers built for us to hide. Inner spark is put there at the start, which is at our soul, a piece of God, before the moment awoke beating heart. That's that conception. Lost we become as time goes by because we've imprisoned ourselves, no longer able to see with our naked eyes because we're distorted. We can't see from behind our walls and layers and layers and layers of walls. He who gave us earthly gift, no longer able to see with naked eye. He who gave us earthly gift no longer can see God, can communicate with God. So we've got all this obstruction. Remember this conduit, we want to be that conduit. Built all these dams and obstructions and becomes corrupted and polluted. And thus allowed along our paths to drift, which caused us to go off on our own free will choice off the path that he wanted for us, off the interstate. Which to choose, always ours, and thus how our lives play out we own. Because free will choice, we own our lives. We own those mistakes we made. We own the things that we say and do. Can't blame God or anybody else. We own it. One of emptiness, the fear of unknown, hiding behind our walls, or one of joy and love fulfilled. For that is what our Father willed. So don't build these walls. Don't imprison yourselves. Stay out there in the light. Open the door, invite him in, or help him, ask his help to help remove those walls and open that door and pull you outside. Free you. That's why he died. He died to free us from the slavery of sin. And sin is this world, the things of this world. He died to free us, yet we imprison ourselves over and over and over and over again. That's not what he wanted. That's not what God willed. Message number 86, a little bit longer. Here the trees in all their splendor speak to us of ages long before. Mountains of stone soar to the clouds, seek to puncture the heavenly shrouds. Countless years witnessed by earth of lives and loves, death and rebirth. Listen to all the life around us, all that's been learned, and thus be given to all who open their heart and wish to hear all they impart. Glorious tales of kings and queens, the highs and lows and in-betweens. Beauty beheld by all God's creations, there for all to hear their relations. Open hearts and open minds can see and hear the timeless tales for you and me. Too many blindly silence the constant flow of earth's infinite tales of love and woe. Talk to her and she will reply, with so much beauty to delight the eye. Feel the pulse beating deep within, hear the cries of all that's been. We are all connected in ways unimagined, flowing through time on a sea of impassioned pleas for understanding how we all must take care and save the gift from hopeless despair. 'Twas given to us from the very beginning, heed the warning if we have hope of winning, the battle to save our heavenly gift and mend the dark descending rift. This talks about the earth and the gift of the earth and everything of the earth. That's what this speaks of. And we're not connected when behind those prisons walls we're caught up in the chaos and focused on the rapidity of life and not having that balance. We're ignoring, we're not enjoying this gift of life and earth that God's given us. Hear the trees in all the splendor. Anybody who's really connected goes out there and hikes, goes out there in nature and just sits, whether it's sitting at the Grand Canyon or in the mountains or in the woods, just listen and connect with the earth, because everything is connected. We are all connected. Hear the trees in all their splendor. Speak to us of ages long before, how old some of them are, what they witnessed. Everything has an essence. It's part of God, it has an essence. Some more, some less. Mountains of stone soar to the clouds, seek to puncture the heavenly shrouds. Countless years witnessed by earth, of lives and loves, death and rebirth. The earth has experienced all of mankind, everything that's been here. Listen to all the life around us, all that's been learned, and thus be given to all who open their heart and wish to hear all they impart. And you will connect to it. You will connect to it. I've experienced it. It's wonderful. Glorious tales of kings and queens, the highs and lows and in-betweens, beauty beheld by all God's creations, there for all to hear the relations. The earth has stories to tell, to absorb it. Absorb it, just be with it. Go out and be with it. Get out of the cities. Get out of the casinos. Get out of the nightclubs. Just get out there in the peace. Not with a large group of people, just you and nature. Just be and connect. Open hearts and open minds can see and hear the timeless tales for you and me, which I've experienced. Too many blindly silence the constant flow of earth's infinite tales of love and woe. Talk to her and she will reply with so much beauty to delight the eye. Feel the pulse beating deep within, which I've felt. Hear the cries of all that's been. We are all connected in ways unimagined, flowing through time on a sea of impassioned pleas for understanding how we all must take care and save the gift from hopeless despair. Earth and all the parts of earth are crying out in despair. Like, what are you doing to me? I was a gift to you. What are you doing to me? Save the gift from hopeless despair that was given to us from the very beginning. Heed the warning if we have hope of winning. The battle will save our heavenly gift, the earth, and mend the dark descending rift. Very important. Now I want to talk about Philippians, passage from Philippians, two short little passages. From Philippians 4, chapter 4, verse 17 and verse 19. Verse 17. Not that I desire your gifts. What I desire is that more be credited to your account. It means he doesn't need your gifts. We have nothing that he needs. It all belongs to him. He desires is more to be credited to your account, which is your good deeds, your good acts, the good things you say. All that stuff, no matter how minor or how great, is credited to your account. He cares that it is credited to your treasure account in heaven. That's what he wants. He won't touch it. It's like a 401k. He'll never will touch it. Nothing can touch it. Even no matter how much evil you do or bad you do, does not detract from it. Just all good goes towards it. So that's very important. It's not that I desire your gifts, but all I desire is that more be credited to your account. And 18 says, I have received full payment and have more than enough. Jesus died and took everything upon himself. So God's received full payment. And he has more than enough. He don't need your money. He don't need anything of that stuff. I am amply supplied. And 19, and my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of his glory in Christ Jesus. God will meet all your needs Your needs, not your desires and wants, your needs, according to the riches of his glory in Christ Jesus. How wonderful is that? How wonderful is that? And he does. I can testify to that till the cows come home. Absolutely. So, two short little sentences in the chapter 4 of Philippians. You read them again. Philippians 17, 18, 19. 17 through 19. Think about it. There's so much people even read the Bible. You can't speed read the Bible and absorb stuff. You read it, you reread it, but just do what I used to do when I did the Bible messages. Well, I just, okay, Lord, guide my hands, show me what you want me to see today. And just open. That's how I do it. And I look for the hidden messages. I see the hidden messages. They just reveal to me. And you can do that and you read. Just read. There's something on there that he wants you to see. You trust in him. Just guide my hand, Lord, to what it is you want me to read. And read those pages you open up to. With an open heart, meditate, pray, ask for discernment. Help me to see, Lord, what it is you want me to see and understand it. And read through those pages. Not speed reading, but read through them. And see what it is. It might just be one sentence. It might be a paragraph. It might be multiple things throughout. But do that. Do that as often as you can do it. Do it as a daily thing. At night, during the day, on your lunch break, in the morning. Try it. See if it works for you. God bless.